Okay, I have a fun new effect to share with you today. So for this, you need a well-shuffled deck of cards, and you can have the spectator help you mix the cards. In fact, I'm going to assume I have two spectators, a spectator A on the left and a spectator B on the right, okay? So what you need them to do, both of these spectators, is come in here and choose a card to represent themselves, okay? Now, you turn around as the performer while they do this. So the spectators would come in here and choose a card. So why don't we go ahead and we'll say spectator A chooses the King of Hearts, spectator B, the Queen of Hearts. And it's okay if they see each other's cards. That's not a problem. Now, of course, before you turn around, have them place these face down so that you can't see them, of course. Okay, and now, in addition to those two cards, you need 10 random cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and these can be thoroughly mixed. Now, we're assuming that the two of you are friends, but that recently you had a very significant falling out. So you're very upset with each other at the moment. And we're going to represent that by placing the two of you as far away as possible from each other. So spectator A, you're on the top, and spectator B, you're on the bottom. Now we're going to be testing the validity of a saying that you may or may not have heard of before. It's friends at first are friends at last, okay? And so let me just show you how we'll conduct the test. First, we need to randomize the cards for it to be a valid test. Okay, so spectator A, how should we stack these? Left on right, okay. Spectator B, how would you like the piles stacked? Left on right as well, okay. Now, a note to you as a performer, you can deal out into two piles as many times as you like with random stacking decided by the spectators. You truly can. Some additional mixing you could do and offer to the spectators are even or odd up jogs. So I just jogged forward the even position card, spectator B. You want right on left or left on right on left, okay? So you can do one of those or several. Some additional important mixing is the mange over under, or you could do an under over. Either one's just fine. And then maybe we'll follow it up with a Charlier shuffle. This is a great one to learn if you haven't seen it before. I'll add a link in the description below. But most importantly, I need one of you, spectator B, to cut the cards at any location and complete the cut. Okay. Now, of course, you've heard of a 12-hour clock, but I doubt neither one of you has heard of the magical 6-hour clock, which has the power to not only reverse time, but to undo unfortunate events. So we're going to test that right now, because what we'd like to undo, if possible, is the terrible falling out that you two had recently. So what we're going to do is we're going to just deal out the cards into a 6-hour clock. So this is like 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4, 5, and then 6 is in the center at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if this clock has done its job, it's going to do two things for us. It's going to tell us how many hours ago you had your falling out, and then it's going to undo or reverse that falling out as if it never happened. Okay, so you as a performer would just flip face up, top card of each, and then have the spectator sound in on whether they see their card, if either one of them sees their card face up. Now, spectator B, they're being honest, will say, yep, I see my card and it's right here. And say, okay, very good. Let's just see if our magical 6-hour clock did what it's claimed to be able to do. So first off, apparently, see, this is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So apparently, about 2 hours ago, the two of you had your falling out. So it's identified the time in which that occurred. But perhaps even more important, it's actually reversed that event as if it never occurred. So spectator A, can I have you take a look at the bottom card here? This is spectator B. Spectator A would come in here, flip it over, and probably give a smile or some kind of reaction like, that's my card. And then you can just quietly point out, well, apparently it is true that this 6-hour clock is able to both reverse time and reverse unfortunate events. You two started out as far away as possible from each other, and now we've corrected that, and now you're back together hand in hand, the best of friends. Okay, so how does this work? Well, you just do everything that I did and it will work perfectly. I will add some links in the description below to the stay stack principle, which is driving a good part of this. But I will also give steps listing the mathematical structure of the packet at each step. So you can kind of see, when is it a 2-cycle, when is it mirrored, when is it an AMP, and that kind of thing. So really, if you do everything that I did, this will work perfectly. The left-right shuffles, those are free to be done as many times as the spectators like with random stacking. The even or odd up jogs as well. It is true you need to perform just one mange shuffle, and then you can Charlier shuffle that packet as many times as you like, as well as randomly cut it as many times as the spectators would like. And then you just deal out into the 6-hour clock, and these friends who were once alienated from each other will be brought together again. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.